We last talked about various errors and exceptions in Python. Now let's learn to raise and handle them. This function divides two numbers, but we cannot divide 1 by 0, so it raises a zero division error and breaks your code. Let's make use of try and except. This loop is in try and it prints the division of 3 by numbers 0 to 2. But as soon as it tries to divide by 0, an exception occurs. So in the except block, we print out these two statements. And now it does not break the code. A and B are 1 and 0. Inside try, we divide B by A. We have two excepts for a type error and a zero division error. But since a zero division error occurs first, it prints U divided by 0. And all the statements in the try block after the divide statement do not execute. Now let's try adding these two values. We cannot add a string to an integer. Here we mention two kinds of exceptions in the same except. A type error occurs and it prints invalid input. We can also add a generic except after everything. So if the specific excepts cannot catch the exception that occurs, this one will catch it. And everything under the finally block executes no matter whether the exception has been handled or not. This print statement in try raises an exception. The except handles it but raises another exception. So we get two exceptions and the statement under finally prints anyway. Let's input two values for A and B. Let these be 1 and 0. If B is 0, raise a zero division error. So it does. We explicitly tell it to do so. And if we just use the keyword raise, it re-raises whatever exception occurred. This is for the times we do not know what happened. We can also declare extra information for an error to be raised. And finally, let's create our own exception. This class myError is a subclass of the exception class. We can now raise an exception of the kind myError and can also provide extra description to print. And this is how you handle exceptions with Python.